everyone, my name is Sadie DiMaggio and this is my assignment. Something I've learned is that it's not a bad thing for me as a regular employee to care about our problems and want to actually fix them just because I'm not upper management. I aim to improve our customer service and, of course, acquire higher satisfactory rates so that they come back in and that they feel, more like family rather than just us taking their money. This only pertains to our motor clothes department because at Harley Davidson there are multiple departments. There's clothes, there's parts, and then there are motorcycles. So it's only it pertains to us, which is clothes and accessories and little trinkets like that. And to have my GM conduct a meeting and just go over the mistakes, why they keep occurring, and then different ideas and just brainstorming on how to overcome them, I think will be a good start. Bettering the communication between the employees will help a good bit, a really good bit, especially when it gets busy. Training needs to stay the same, of course, to avoid inaccurate information being taught. I am a victim of that. Offering discounts when feasible, I think, is a really good idea. Because if the product isn't at perfect conditions, then I feel like the price should be a little lowered. And my measures of success is if the clothing and accessories department is just working as smoothly and efficiently as possible. And if there's been a decrease in mishaps or customer complaints, which we've gotten a lot when it just gets super busy and crazy. And then, of course, if the customers are just leaving satisfied and wanting to visit us again and just leaving us positive reviews, I feel like it'll help us a lot. Like I said, just bettering the communication, so nonverbal communication, minimizing our conversations between the employees so that, it doesn't take so long because, I think we all know that we're each timed with each task that we have to do so that we could help the next customer. And then just establishing that communication is just a huge priority. I feel like will help us. And then collaborating who goes into each section will help as well because then we'll know where each employee is and that there is for sure an employee to help, the customers looking in that section. Training process, like I said, needs to stay the same with only 1 to 2 experienced and long-time staff workers handling the training process. And then just keeping the information the same, unless, of course, it needs to be changed to avoid future complications and misinformation being taught. And like I said, with offering discounts, there are still rules to that. So consulting the upper management only if the product is damaged or slightly imperfect, and then loyalty discounts, which I think should be implemented a lot more to, of course, reward them for being loyal and like family. Overall, it was a huge success. There's been a huge decrease in mishaps. The communicational ideas made everything a lot smoother. A lot more sales happened. We made, I think, a good $3,000 because it's Harley Davidson. It's very expensive. $3,000. And customers, of course, just increased over the week because they were hearing good things about it. And then positive Google reviews were being made. And then there's just less physical and mental stress, which leads to happier employees at the end of the day, which I think is important too. It's not just about the customers, it's about the employees too. For some of the insights that we learned is feeling heard really matters, Our opinions and ideas matters and that they should be implemented just because we're not upper management. And the environment is filled with dreams and people having the opportunity to share their dreams, and then of course feeling supported and being given the opportunity to contribute is, I think, a very good thing in just about any environment, whether it's work or school or anything. And just encouraging the employees to approach the problems and figure out a solution, I think will help us a lot more. Because if we all just ignore it and just not care about it, then they're just going to keep happening. To design other ways and to motivate the employees to keep up the good work, I think will be a good idea for the future, because of course this happened well, or it worked well for the 1 week, but what about the future weeks? We have to keep it up. Having bi-weekly conferences with the department, I think, will keep up, if there's new problems that have, happened, and just feedback is really good as well. We have a lot of events. If you've ever been to Harley, there's always events. So I think that if we host even more, it'll create a very lively and positive environment for not only the customers, but the workers too. Because I'll admit that I get very excited to come into work when there's an event going on out in our huge parking lot. And overall, just better flowing workplace, increased and satisfied customers, employees aren't miserable by the end of the day, which we all admit that work isn't something that we all want to do, but just to make it as best as possible, I feel like it'll help not only the business, but us and our mental health. And then just to increase sales, increase our bonuses, and just have the customers coming back, I think I think obviously is a good thing to work on and to keep aiming for. So yeah, that's the end of the presentation, and I hope that you guys have a little bit more insight on how Harley works and what we aim for. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.